YouTube, it's Maddie, the Emptiness Scrapper. Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you stopped by. If it's your first time, I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you do wind up enjoying it, please consider leaving me a comment or a thumbs up. And of course, subscribing if you don't already have a subscription. And if you're not new and you're returning, I'm really glad you're back. So today I am sharing my inventory binders. Cannot believe, haven't been keeping track, cannot believe how many inventory binders I have. I'm going to give you a quick overview, flip through kind of a thing, just in case you are thinking of organizing your craft room for 2024. And if you want to have some ideas. My ideas are certainly not all my own. I certainly got my ideas from watching YouTube. And also, I used YouTube as a springboard and changed things around, and feel free to do the same. I hope this helps you or you enjoy watching. And I will begin this process and tell you it's always a work in progress. Always a work in progress. Okay, so here we go. This, I was planning to decorate all of the fronts, and I will probably do so at some point. It's always a fun project. You'll see later that some of the others have been decorated, but I will just begin showing you what I've got going on. So this one is my mini binder. I think it's a 6x9, and it's got examples of my die cuts. So for my die cuts that have shadows, I put it on white, and this front part is basically all sentiments. Most of my die cuts are sentiments. And then without a shadow is on black for all of the sentiments. And I really love these big guys. And I will just move it quickly along because you know what die cuts look like. So there I even have my stacked dies organized, and that takes care of that binder. Just gonna put that on the floor and move along. This is a mini binder I picked up at Dollar Tree one year. You never know what you're gonna find. And it is holding my examples of embossing folders and punches. I have here what used to be stencils, but you'll see I've moved them along. So here are my examples of embossing folders. I don't know how well you can see that because it is white. Some of them you'll be able to see better than others, perhaps a 3D, but you can see it's just an example placed on a black cardstock sheet. So I won't bore you with all of the details. I will just flip along, and you can see I just have them all detailed, and that takes care of that binder. So this is one I decorated. I absolutely was the same as the other white one. I cut down one of those decorative bags from the Dollar Tree, and this is my color binder. So I thought this was a fun, colorful decoration. So in this binder I have markers, pencils, watercolor crayons, and paint. So first, excuse me. First I have some markers. Let me see, do I have what they are? Okay, this is Color It. They are, I won those, and they are refillable watercolor marker. These are my Tombos. So you can see I swatched it, then added water. Oh, that's the last page of the Tombos. Here we've got my real brush markers. So a lot of these you can see are downloadable. These guys I had to make on my computer, but this is, of course, a download. These are swatches of my Korean markers. And here are my Ohuhus. And I have a few sets. I have a 120, and I have the pastels as well, I believe. Yeah. So I'm just gonna neaten that up a little. When I am really good, I glue it down with something. But so here's the Ohuhu 120 set, all swatched out. Here are my tri-blends. So this is the whole line. This is what I have. And let's see, my Posca pens. And Room to Grow. Okay, here are my pencils. These are my Prismas. All downloadable there. This one I had to make, and these are my Derwent Inktense. So you color it and then you add the water to see what it swatches out like. And these are my 120 Brothoners, the squares. And that's all I really have for pencils. I think about buying the Faber-Castell or the larger Prismacolor, but I don't use them much. So I'm gonna hold up on that. These are my gel sticks. These are my Caran d'Ache watercolor pencils. These are my Prima oil pastels. These I made myself and just, you know, cut out the swatch with a circle punch. These are the Stabilo on the right, and the second set of Stabilo in pastel on the left, or my right, my left. Sorry, I don't know how it's coming out to you. And these are Dina Wakley I believe they are acrylic paint. I think they're in the wrong spot, but that can be fixed pretty easy. Okay, here is my Dilutions paint, my Dina Wakley. Oh, this is, I wonder if those are the sprays. I'll have to check my, oh no, I have Dina Wakley, I'm sorry, watercolor crayons. I do, Dina Wakley watercolor crayons. These are my Dilutions paint, my Dina Wakley acrylic paints. These are my Pretty Excellent paints. These, I'm so sorry, I'm not even in view. Okay. These are my Van Gogh paint. Kuretake Ganzai Tambi. Prima Metallics. Prima Pastel Metallics. And then the same ones on black. There we go. I'm gonna try not to bore you too much. I apologize for being out of frame. I don't know how long that happened, but I hope it's not too long. Okay, in this binder, and you can see they are labeled. I have my pigment powder, my inks, my embossing, and Nouveau drops. So let's take a look and see. Alcohol ink, And these are the pinatas, also alcohol ink, Delusion spray, Tattered Angels. And you can see I use the template when I make it myself and just type in the names. And Ken Oliver Color Burst. Next up, this is the section that has my inks. And this is VersaFine Clair. I believe this is those little dewdrop things, VersaFine dewdrops. And here's my Distress Oxides over here. I'm gonna have to download a new updated sheet because I did buy some of the newer colors that weren't in this original set. These are my Catherine Poolers Party Collection, Spot Collection, so forth. And these are the mementos that I gifted to my daughter-in-law, so I'm gonna have to give her this as well. Versa Magic, Brilliance. Here's my archival inks. And this is my VersaFine Clair collection. And one more section, we've got some Nuvo drops. We've got some embossing powder. This is my Wow. This is my Perfect Pearls. And Simon Hurley pastes, new to my collection. And that's it for this one. Okay, so you notice that in here I did have my inks swatched out. They kind of look like this by company, but that doesn't help me when I'm trying to find the right color so much. So I actually have this for my inks as well. And these are all of the companies mixed up, but sorted by color. So totally different function, but there you have it. Some reds, some pinks, orange. You get the drill, right? You know your colors. So that's what we got there. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, I bought that like that. I found it on Amazon. Okay, these are, let me see if this is the right way, or if there is a right way. These are my stencils. So that's my cloud stencil. And here are some stars. Here's the example. X's, example. You know, patchwork, example. You get the drift, right? I'm gonna leaf through that to give you an idea of what this looks like. I actually had them organized in a different way, which is why I have an example there, which is probably not really necessary in the binder, but you do as you like. Okay, this I just changed, and I mean right before I made this video. These are my stamps in their inventory binders. I'm gonna get another large one like this, but this one was so overfilled, and it still is. But I just took out the first section right before we came on, so I could at least close it. So I decided, I had this hanging around. I may or may not continue to use this, but these are my sentiment stamps, and I kind of like that flip through that I did before, because I don't know if you need to see the whole thing. I do, when I get a stamp it out all in one piece, and I left everything else in this big mama. Whoa, weighs a ton. Yeah, I'm gonna take out a few more sections and maybe get a larger binder similar to this and split it in two. This one has my critters, this section here, so you can see critters are so cute. Next is travel. I have hardly any travel. Maybe one more, I don't even know. Yeah. And then this one is food and drink. Also not that much here. Coffee. I'm a big coffee person. There you go, more coffee. And another coffee. Yeah, there. Okay. This is some crafty fun. And another big mama section is flowers in nature. If I put another section in the small binder, it'll probably be this one, because this one is hugely over full. I heard someone recently say they don't have a lot of flowers, and I was like, oh dear, I have such a flower problem. Flowers and flowers. I do love my flowers. Flowers, butterflies, and nature. So that's what the bulk of my stamps are. I do use them, so that's at least on the plus side. And this is humor. So I think these are all art impressions, if I'm not mistaken. I think these characters are very funny. And get to a certain age and you can identify with these kinds of characters. Next up is minis and backgrounds. So look how bent this got from being overfull. Yeah, so I've got flowers, I've got stripes, more flowers, geometrics, and then some mini backgrounds there. I love using this one. This is like print. And that's how I organize it. I like to look through it sometimes to give me inspiration for what to create, what to include, what do I have, what will work together. So I find it useful. Also, since you could see the sheer volume of what I like to put in binders, it helps me look through when I'm shopping online, which is most of my crafty shopping. It also helps me when I'm thinking about going on a buying spree and I think, oh, I'm gonna have to do so much swatching. So a little bit of a deterrent there. So I hope you found this useful. I hope it wasn't too boring or too long. And if you have any questions or comments about how to put these together, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up or leave me information about that in the comment. Anything you would like to see, I would love to know. Have a safe and happy new year. Bye-bye, YouTube.